It was just past midnight, in the quiet suburb of Danbury, Connecticut. A black Mercedes Sprinter van rolled through the fog, its headlights cutting through the darkness like blades. Inside, 3 masked men, armed, silent, focused. They weren't here for cash. They were hunting something far more valuable. The van slowed as it approached a modest 2-story house on a quiet street. White siding, American flag, manicured lawn. The kind of place no one would ever expect to be connected to a $245 million crime. One of the masked men pulled out his phone. A blurry photo of a teenage boy stared back at him on the screen. Veer Chetal. No words were exchanged. The sliding van door slammed open. Boots hit pavement. Within seconds, the front door was shattered off its hinges. Screams pierced the silence. Furniture crashed. A lamp shattered. But Veer wasn't home. His parents were. Dragged from their beds, blindfolded, disoriented, shoved into the back of the van. As the van pulled away, one of the kidnappers leaned in and whispered, "Call your son. Tell him we want the keys." This is the story on how a high school kid pulled a $245 million Bitcoin heist. His name was Veer Chetal. Not a cartel boss, not a Wall Street executive, just a kid from Danbury, Connecticut. A suburban teenager raised in a modest, working-class home. His parents, first-generation Indian immigrants, worked long hours. His father at a regional tech firm. His mother part-time at a pharmacy. They kept a low profile. They believed in education, discipline, and hard work. Veer, he believed in one thing: winning. In high school, he was quiet, always glued to his phone. Not exactly a loner, but not the kind of student teachers remembered after graduation. He played soccer, ran cross-country, but spent most of his time online, bouncing between Reddit threads, Discord servers, and underground hacking forums masked by VPNs. It started with simple scripts, harmless pranks, spoofing IPs, redirecting school logins, keyloggers that captured teachers' passwords. But it escalated fast. He wasn't just learning to code. He was learning how to manipulate people. Veer had 2 online friends, Malone Lamb and Jandiel Serrano, both from the gaming community. All 3 met while playing Minecraft on a private server. They eventually migrated to private Telegram channels and shared exploits, buffer overflow hacks, phishing templates, and most dangerously, wallet-snatching scripts. To them, it wasn't just fun. It was warfare, a new kind of digital battleground where the enemy didn't see you coming, and the prizes were real. By age 16, Veer had moved beyond pranks. He began testing social engineering techniques, fake emails, phishing domains, Trojan horse downloads disguised as cold wallet recovery tools. All designed to do one thing: get people to unknowingly give up their private crypto keys. And then, he struck gold. A victim whom the FBI later referred to only as a high-net-worth crypto investor fell for one of Veer's traps. A harmless-looking download link in a help forum response. The target installed a tool that silently transferred access of their Bitcoin Core wallet directly to Veer's virtual machine. What followed was one of the largest individual crypto thefts ever committed by a teenager. 4,100 Bitcoin, worth over $245 million. It didn't take days or weeks. The theft occurred in less than 6 hours. The victim didn't notice at first, but by the time they logged in again, the wallet was empty. Just a string of outgoing transactions. No explanation, no trail, no return. To cover his tracks, Veer used CoinJoin, a mixing protocol designed to blur the transaction trail on the blockchain. From there, he funneled the funds through multiple Binance sub-accounts into Monero, and even attempted to off-ramp through peer-to-peer cash buyers. But like all amateurs, he got sloppy. Over the next few weeks, Veer began broadcasting his success in ways he didn't even realize. The clues weren't just digital, they were physical. Federal agents would later seize over $500,000 in cash, high-end watches, racks of designer clothes, and $39 million in crypto from Veer's Danbury home and associated New Jersey properties. He had splurged without subtlety. Duffel bags stuffed with bills, Rolex Daytonas, Gucci jackets, Yeezy sneakers, and luxury suitcases. But Veer wasn't alone in the shopping spree. Malone Lamb, his closest online partner, flaunted the haul even harder. Using stolen Bitcoin, Malone purchased a $3.8 million Pagani Huayra, a $1 million Lamborghini Revuelto, multiple custom Ferraris, and a $1.8 million watch. These weren't just purchases. They were neon signs, timestamps, breadcrumbs, broadcasted confessions. Once the FBI caught wind, it didn't take long to follow the trail. Their downfall began quietly, with a blockchain analytics trace. Though Veer had attempted to use CoinJoin and Monero to obfuscate the transfers, a portion of the stolen Bitcoin passed through KYC-compliant exchanges, triggering alerts. One of the wallets tied to a transaction ID had linked metadata pointing to a Discord handle. That handle belonged to Malone. From there, agents traced Discord server messages, peer-to-peer off-ramping threads, and leaked IPs. Veer had even reused an alias from a prior cybercrime investigation involving check fraud, a red flag the FBI had already logged. By early December 2023, indictments were underway. But the final trigger? It wasn't just code or blockchain surveillance. It was arrogance. The luxury cars, the cash flaunted online, the opulence that screamed far beyond their supposed means. And so, the bust came fast. December 13th, 2023. The FBI raided Veer's home. Malone Lamb was arrested the same day in California. Jondiel Serrano was picked up in Florida. The press release? Unforgiving. The Department of Justice labeled the heist as one of the largest crypto thefts in U.S. history committed by individuals under 21. In the affidavit, agents cited Veer's exceptional technical ability, noting the use of malware embedded in fake wallet recovery tools, used to hijack private keys without the victim realizing a thing. In court, the pieces unraveled. Malware scripts, Telegram chats, Discord archives, purchase receipts for million-dollar cars, all entered as evidence. Veer pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud, identity theft, and money laundering. Malone Lamb faced the same. Jondiel Serrano, though allegedly less involved, was charged with aiding and abetting. And yet, even after indictment, Veer couldn't stop. Authorities alleged that while out on supervised release, he tried to run another scam, this time stealing over $2 million more in crypto. Prosecutors are pushing for a 24-year sentence for Veer Chetal. His legal team is negotiating for less. The crypto? Some recovered. Some still missing. Much of it laundered beyond reach. But the damage wasn't just financial. It was symbolic. A suburban teenager had cracked the system, and in doing so, he revealed a harsh truth. In a decentralized world, the biggest threat isn't a rogue state or a criminal cartel. It's a smart kid with time, ambition, and no fear of consequences. If you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe to Vistrel for weekly content.